does it say?
Look
What is
at
it?
that.
A certain businessman living in California was on his daily commute into LA when he pulled off the freeway as usual for his morning paper and coffee when some gang members beat him and stripped him.
Oh no!
Well, just beat him for now. And by chance, a contemporary Christian rock star was zipping down the same freeway on her way to a photo shoot, when suddenly she had a craving for an iced mocha cappuccino. Oh, that does sound good.
It does.
She exited the freeway and saw the man lying there, robbed, beaten, and stripped.
Oh no!
Well, scratch the stripped part.
Right.
And she said,
Wow, poor dude. Sure hope someone comes by. I can't get involved. I could be late for my consult. People want me looking good.
oh, that's awful. Well, don't fret. Not much time passed by when, you guessed it, a professor of theology passeth by. He became desireth of an espresso and pulleth off the freeway. The professor of theology also passeth right by.
Oh no!
This half dead, beaten, but fully clothed man. He crossed the street and hurried into the coffee shop, saying,
It would be politically incorrect for me to get involved. Besides, I'll be late for my seminar applying biblical principles in today's world.
Oh my word.
How awful.
This is terrible.
Anyway, continuing with this sad story, just our luck, here comes a dude in a huge stretch limo. Wait a minute, is that the bank president? Why, he spotted this poor man and he's crossing the street to get him.
Maxine, stop the limo. Do you see that man? He needs our help. The stockholders meeting can just wait.
Well, it's about time.
Oh.
Yay, that's great. The bank president offers his coat to this entirely clothed but beaten man.
Maxine, bring me some bottle of water and a towel from the limo. This man needs help.
We proceed to watch this rich executive bank president, of all people, help the poor man. They loaded him up in the limo and drove him to his private suite at the Beverly Hills Hotel and called for his finest physicians. The end.
Oh, what a story.
That's a great story. You know, this story reminds me of one in the Bible.
It does?
Have you ever heard of the Good Samaritan?
I have heard of
Remember
the Good
that?
Samaritan.
It's like Jesus is telling these Jewish people or something because they're wanting to know how to get to heaven, how to live forever and stuff. And he says, love your God and love your neighbor.
Right.
And the one guy says, who's my neighbor? And then he tells that parable about the guy getting beat. And then like a priest walks right by him. And then like another one of priest's helpers walks by. And then a Samaritan, which wasn't even thought of back then because the Samaritans and the Jewish people, they did not even go
Right.
near each other. The Samaritan's the one that ends up helping him, takes him and gives him a donkey ride to this motel and gives the innkeeper money and says, take care of him.
Right.
And then Jesus says, who's the neighbor? And the guy didn't even want to say the word Samaritan. He said, I guess the one that showed mercy. Remember that story?
Yes.
Such a great story. There's a lot of lessons in there for us to learn.
There are. I love this story. What a great way to start our Sunday.
It is a great way.
Good morning, guys. We hope that you enjoyed our reenactment of the story of the Good Samaritan today. There are a couple applications that are so important in this story that we don't want you to miss them. Number one, right now we are living in a time where there is so much racial division. People are fighting, and we just want to point out that in this story, Jesus set the way for all racial reconciliation. So no matter where you come from, no matter what your skin looks like, no matter where you live, how big your house is, we're all saved by the grace of Jesus Christ. And this is such an important promise for us to remember as we go about our day to day. The other important application I really want you to see in this story is that sometimes whenever Jesus calls us to help others, it might cost us something. The Good Samaritan gave all of his money to the innkeeper in order to help this poor person that was beat up. So sometimes, even if it costs you a little bit of extra effort, you have to go out of your way, maybe cancel plans with a friend, Jesus is calling us to do the right thing and put others' needs before our own. Just like he died for us, the least we can do is give our time to help others. So remember that as you go about your week, and just remember that Jesus loves you and so do we.
I lay my life down at your feet. You're the only one I need. I turn to you and you are always there. In troubled times it's you I see. I put you first, that's all I need. I humble all I am, all to you. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. You're the only one, you're the only one, you're the only one that I could live for. You're the only one, you're the only one, you're the only one that I could live for. You were always, always there, every how and everywhere. Your grace abounds so deeply within me. You will never ever change. Yesterday, today, the same. Forever till forever meets no end. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. Are you having fun? Well, what we're gonna do now is we're all gonna get down nice and low. That's it. How low can you go? And we're gonna sing, "You are the way, the truth, and the life." Come on, let me hear ya. You are the way, the truth, and the life. We live by faith and not by sight for you. We're living all for you. Up a bit higher. You are the way, the truth,